Welcome to Throwback Thursday, where I play a game that I've already reviewed in the past. And this week I'm going to be doing a request from KC Salayer, who asked me to play Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. on the NES. And rather than doing two different episodes and splitting up the two games, because this is a pretty short and sweet game, both of them are, I'm going to do them both on the same episode, and I'm going to be doing them from the Donkey Kong Classics cart, which is, you know, in the interest of just convenience and just out of, I don't know, personal nostalgia, I guess, because I did own this cart growing up. I did not have the standalone releases of Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. They're exactly the same, which is kind of disappointing. You know, you would think, like, oh, you know, one of the perks of having the compilation would be maybe they go back and they add the extra level that they did not include originally. I wasn't sure if that barrel was actually going to bypass. I had a couple of these that have been lined up directly with each other. So yeah, right there. Oh shit. Are these going to come down here? Nope. Oh, one of them did. They did a double barrel jump. Alright. I'm gonna oh shit! That was a bad move. I was gonna say, I'll be trying to maximize my amount of hammer destruction by, you know, attempting to use both hammers in this stage. I'm gonna just bypass it this time. I don't know why I was anticipating that he would roll that barrel across, but I did. So, aside from the, you know, like I said, the personal nostalgia of using the Donkey Kong Classics cart, I also have a, you know, Donkey Kong itself. Not but this particular version, not even the arcade version, the Atari 2600 version was the second video game I ever played. Yeah, I gotta make that one quick. When I had told the story before a few times, but when I was little, my birthday, I got an Atari 2600 for my birthday. I never played a video game before. I didn't even know what the fuck it was. And I got Pac-Man and Donkey Kong, which both were, you know, maligned for their weak arcade adaptations. Pac-Man in particular wasn't good, but I did not think that Donkey Kong was that bad on Atari was that bad of a version. Wow, well, for one thing, I went against my plan here to use the hammers like crazy, but there you have it. I'm gonna keep going until I get murdered here. I'm gonna go a little balls to the wall here, so that way we don't stick around with Donkey Kong for too long. I do want to, you know, now that we've seen these levels, you know, I'd like to move on to Junior. But what was I saying? So yeah, the funny thing about when I got, so also for my birthday, I got Donkey Kong Classics, this game here, on a, you know, years later, and oh man, I just got crushed. So I got Donkey Kong Classics for my birthday several years later, and I was, you know, it was funny because at that time, you know, I was so used to Donkey Kong. Like, to me, Donkey Kong was that Atari version because it was the first version I played, and I had been, you know, used to seeing that. But then along comes this. Oh, all right, that was close. Along comes this version, which is, you know, pretty good adaptation, pretty closely resembles the arcade version. It's missing level though, just unfortunate. But which is, you know, like I said, it would be cool to have that as part of the Donkey Kong Classics compilation, you know, like instead of just the standalone versions that I'm gonna get smashed. Yep. Did I get another extra life? Yeah, I guess so. So, you know, it's funny because, like, this version is, to me, or it isn't now, but to me it was, like, a buffed up version of Donkey Kong, even though it's a slightly weaker than the arcade version. It doesn't have the cutscenes, doesn't have a whole fucking level, but it plays very close to its original arcade form. I'm gonna do the, I'm gonna try to drop hammers on these fuckers. Well, I'm gonna have to do it up here. Well, they keep running away from me. Oh, I can't do anything. Oh wait, walked right into it. Nice. So I'm gonna once again miss the umbrella. But I'm not gonna go walking through that ghost duck, that flame duck. To make that happen. The ghost flame duck. The flaming ghost duck. The flaming duck ghost. I don't think I went up this ladder last time. And there was one of the reasons. I mean, there's a lot of barrels over there. It's right at the edge. But, oh well. I mean, I was, you know, like I said, I was just trying to move it along so we could get to DK Jr. And in a similar vein, you know, I was used to playing the 2600 version of Donkey Kong Jr. before getting to this one. I was like, oh, the fruits! You know, that was a huge element of the game that I didn't even know existed. Because that was a huge omission from the Atari version, was the missing fruit. But I remember being very intrigued by the whole idea of Mario being the bad guy. It really was odd to me. Pretty novel concept and interesting for the time, especially. You know, it's like Hulk Hogan turning into a bad guy, which did happen. But like, you know, it's like But it didn't really dawn on me. It didn't really think about the fact that, you know, when I was little, that, like, I thought Mario just became evil. But it's I mean, it's all a matter of perspective. It's the same. He didn't just, you know, change his ways. He just captured Donkey Kong after rescuing Pauline. Shout out to Pauline, by the way. You know, the poor girl does not get any props. She was the damsel in distress in the first Mario game. But yeah, you know, it's like Mario was... It's just that, you know, now you flip the script and you know, it's like... Now you're DK Jr. and you're trying to rescue your pup. He's just a wild animal. He was not necessarily... I mean, it's very not very Donkey Kong-ish, very King Kong-ish, you know? It's, King Kong was not... a villain or anything. Oh shit, oh shit. Alright, so we got, a run-through of Donkey Kong Jr. Mario hits the deck, and, yeah, that was... This was a nice, combination, of, you know, original to sequel. Donkey Kong 3, not so much. And it didn't matter, it wasn't the, you know, it had nothing to do with the fact that Mario wasn't in it, it was just a bad game. I'm gonna try to go the long way this time. What the hell happened? Alright. It went inactive for some reason. That was tight, and that was a little too tight. And I dropped. Alright, well, you know, I think that I'm gonna, I'm gonna stop here. No sense in just continuing on through the same level. So, this was Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr., the NES versions. If you have any requests for future games, future throwbacks, please leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.